The truth is, dogs actually function very similar to us. They do what works. So what happens is if they are getting away with doing the bad behaviors or what we consider bad, because there's a clash between what we think is okay and what dogs think it's okay. For a dog, eating a dead squirrel on the road is fine. It's actually jackpot. For us, we're like, no, don't do that. What's wrong with you? Digging is the same thing. So there's a lot of behaviors that we don't accept, but it's acceptable in dogs. And when we bring them in, we have to start changing those behaviors. And while you can strengthen good behaviors by rewarding them and loving and giving cookies for good behaviors, you can't get rid of bad behaviors if you don't correct those behaviors, if you don't practice the good things. So if you are only showing them half of the information, because corrections and rewards should be seen as information to your dog. Same as like if your dog bumped into a cactus, they're likely, that was information that if you get close to this plant, something uncomfortable happens. Or information if they get into the trash and get a steak. That is information that if you get into the trash, you're likely to get something really good. Mm-hmm. So dogs will just navigate their environment based on that information. So it's up to us, our responsibility as owners and trainers, to give the right information to our dogs so they can thrive as individuals, so they can learn how to hopefully navigate the environment in a safer way. One of the main reasons why I moved to the United States was because I wanted to be a vet. Because every time you see a kid that likes animals, your first response is like, you're gonna be a vet. And an uncle that had been talking to me about vet school in, at NC State. When I moved to North Carolina, I got a job at an animal clinic. Actually, the very first day that I got here, I got that job. So I was a full-time student and I was working full-time, and I would train dogs on the side. The truth is, the animal interaction that vets have is very short time compared to when you do a training session, for instance. You get a lot of interaction. I have the picture here. You see a dog and you see a good consequence and a bad consequence. And the dog is thinking about both. So a proactive dog is the opposite of a reactive dog. A reactive dog is a dog that you have to show them the treat for them to sit. Show them, shake the bag so they can come when called. A proactive dog is a dog that is aware that if I do this, I might get something out of it. If I do this other behavior, like jump on the counter, there might be a correction. So then they start navigating through the environment, understanding the consequences. So that's a proactive dog. And you will see it all the time. You will see certain dogs that you've been practicing, giving them treats and rewarding them for getting on a bed, and then all of a sudden they start getting on the bed on their own without you bribing them. And then that's when you start kind of getting like, oh, I'm getting in their head. They're understanding that. So that is a proactive dog.